up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Oh my god. I got the air cranking right now, but y'all should be able to hear me though. What up? What up? What up? What up? Impromptu live right now. Sorry if y'all can't really see. It's like real sunny out here. But hopefully y'all doing good. Everybody is good. I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I just wanted to talk to y'all, man. Keep it real with y'all. Listen, when I tell you, first off, I'm gonna break this down. What's up, Danny? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hopefully, I hope you had a great vacation. What up, E Black? What's popping? What's popping? Danny doing a double. Okay, go get your money. Listen, man, I want to tell y'all straight up, bro. First things first. Please, whatever you do, treat nursing as a business. Whatever you do, y'all have to understand that this thing is a business. My fault, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing to stay up. Pause. But this thing is a business. I'm kicking it with y'all right now. We in the car. I'm just chopping it up. I'm waiting for my girl to come out of her class. But, so, long-term care is not for the weak. Now, for those of you who don't know what long-term care is a skilled nursing facility, SNF, as some people may call it. They got long-term acute hospitals, but I work in the long-term care setting, also known as the nursing homes and everything like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this day and age, believe in the good news in the newspaper page. Shout out to family members. But y'all have to understand, bro, and it comes to my realization, at least this is my conclusion when it comes to long-term care. I really do feel like that long-term care is the stepchild of the healthcare field. Like, I really believe that when it comes to like nursing and everything like that. I really feel like that long-term care is like the stepchild of this stuff, because it's almost as anything goes, bro. I'm really trying to get this right for y'all. My fault, man. Damn. This thing is nuts. Like, nah, I might have to set it up on something else. Oh, I don't want to stop the live. But yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get something to put it on, y'all. That way, that's the hole. Alright, maybe this will be better. Ghetto. This is ghetto. Ghetto. I might have to cut it out, 'cause I don't think the camera will stay. But yeah, it's coming down. More people starting to come in and stuff too. I thought, this shit is so ghetto. I might have to stop it. All right, I'm gonna try that. See what happens. But anyway, so long-term care is not for the weak. Like I said, there are plenty of things that you can do as an LPN. You can work home care. You can work in a hospital. You can work private, home duty, whatever. But from what I've seen is that the bag is primarily within long-term care. Now, in my area, I don't know what it's like in y'all area, but in my area, they playing games. They are playing games, and I'm only keeping it real with y'all. And I'm not gonna lie though, I've been blessed. I'm currently on a contract at a facility that I really like, and it's not bad. You know, you have your issues, but it's not bad for the most part. The seniors, they cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I work with the seniors that's been there for a long time, and it's just straight for the most part. Like, I know that plays in and out. Here's what's going on though. See, they trying to do some backdoor stuff, right? Pause. But so y'all know I started school September 1st, and I'm on a contract. The facility wants me to come on full time as staff, right? Because what they're saying is that, well, we're gonna be canceling contracts. That's what they're saying. We're gonna be canceling contracts due to the budget, staff, and all that kind of stuff. But that's cap, because you have no staff, and they know this. But they're trying to keep, you know, I want to see if they're gonna cap, because if they felt that way, they wouldn't have signed me for 8 more weeks. I signed on. Let me see if y'all. Let me see. Okay, so no other comments. All right, cool. But I signed on. Let me see. I signed on because it was convenient, right? And I am about to go back to school. I'll be going 1 day of clinicals, well, 2 days of clinicals, 6 hours, and then 1 day of lecture, right? So it's just convenient that if I work there, I go work there 2 days out the week, 16-hour shifts. That's 32 hours. I still get my full-time hours, plus my stipend and all that. Like, it just makes sense. That makes sense, right? But they are trying to get me to come on staff. Now, if I come on staff, I'm taking a pay cut. I'm literally losing half. And see, this is where it's good to negotiate, and this is why you always have to be prepared to walk away. Having the power of walking away is immaculate. Because you can't be played with. Now, again, they know that I like the facility, and I know that they like me. Now, see, this is where proper negotiation tactics come into play. Because let's talk business. Fine, okay, cool. You want me to come off this contract? Because it's more negatives. If I come off this contract, it's more negatives. And to go on staff there, rather. It's more negatives than it is positive. Right? I'm going back to getting paid bi-weekly. I still have to drive an hour and 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking a pay cut. There's almost no incentive. What, the sign-on bonus? I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about no sign-on bonus. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you see that up front. You see that broken. You got to be there a certain amount of time, and they break that up, and then they tax it. So that's how they get you in with the sign-on bonuses. Like, oh, we have a sign-on bonuses. We have a sign-on bonuses. Sign-on bonuses. Like, that does nothing for me, bruh. Like, I mean, it's cool to have a little, you know, if they're going to throw a little $1,000 on your check, that they're going to tax anyway. You know what I'm saying? It just has to make sense. So it does not make sense for me. And hey, I saw you just pop in. It doesn't make sense for me to stop doing what I'm doing. So my agency, my recruiter had called me and was like, hey, they're trying to extend your contract for another 8 weeks. My recruiter don't know that they HR person or their scheduler has been talking to me privately, right? So if you want to do business, let's do business. It has to make sense on both ends. I know you want to get agency out of there. I know you do, because you're paying the agency and the agency has to pay me. I get that. Cut the middleman out and just give me what I'm worth. I'm not coming out to no facility. I'm not driving an hour and 10 minutes for for $30 an hour. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. And I want to see who's going to cancel first. I want to see if they're going to actually cancel my contract. I know they're not going to. Let me not say this. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to cancel it. I can't say that I'm sure they're not going to cancel it. I highly doubt they will. I highly doubt they will because they have no staff. They said that tonight, 2 nurses called off tonight. They have no staff. I will be very surprised if they cancel my contract. But if they do, let's have a conversation. Let's talk business. People don't got to know. Give me 45. And I'll come out there on the weekend. I'm not taking $30 an hour and driving an hour and 10 minutes. That's craziness. That's craziness. If that was the case, I can just go somewhere that's 5 minutes from me. If I'm on some that type of time, or I can go work these agencies, get paid the next day, and get paid more. Like, come on, like, I don't understand. And see, this is why I say the culture of long-term care nursing is crazy on all ends, from ownership, management, corporate, all the way down to the staff that work in the building. It's crazy on all ends. Because I really feel like the owners feel like they know people need work, so let's just give them what we're going to give them. Fine, nobody forced you to work there. That's cool. I'm not into them type of games. I'm a hustler. I'm a grind. I don't do that kind of stuff, bro. It makes no sense to drive out all the way out there for 30 hours. It just don't make sense. It makes no sense. Let me see. I thought I saw somebody saying something. Hold on. I have a love-hate relationship with agency, but altogether I stopped doing it. Too much stress. Listen, let me tell you something. It don't stress me out. It really don't. It really don't stress me out. Because I don't let it bother me like that. I'm not really it don't bother me like that. It's just that I see things for what it is, and I understand that this is a business and things just simply have to make sense when it's time for business to happen. That's all I'm asking. So, and listen, I love I don't know how they found me on Facebook. They found me on Facebook. I love the scheduler. She is amazing. She is a wonderful scheduler, and I understand she's just trying to do her job by getting me to come on board. She's just being told by her bosses, so if you're watching this, you are amazing. You're doing a great job. Anything, you giving me what I wanted, and I appreciate you for it. And in exchange, I'm there for you. So, with that being said, thank you. But again, this is still business. This is why I tell y'all, especially y'all new nurses, once y'all get trained, it's not good to start in the facility, in my opinion. If you're gonna work in long-term care or a SNF nurse or whatever, and you knew, it is not a good idea to start in a facility where it's smooth for the most part. If it's smooth and you're a new nurse, if it's smooth 80% of the time, and I know it's messed up to say this because it shouldn't be like this, but that's just the reality of the situation. If it's smooth 80% of the time, you don't need to be there, because if you're new, because that's not how majority of long-term care is. It's really not. It's really not. I was at this one place, I think I probably told y'all this before. I was at this one place where it was smooth all the time. 12 patients, really wasn't nothing going on, no trachs, barely any peg tubes or anything like that, maybe 1 or 2. It was just smooth all the time, and I said, ooh, this is how you get comfortable. This is how you get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I said, nah. I mean, I had to chill, but then they started being on some BS because I wouldn't come on. I want to come on staff there. And that's another thing too. And see, this is the gift and the curse about being a good nurse. Oh, that's a bar. And y'all better not steal that from me. That's a bar right there. This is the gift and the curse about being a good nurse. Ooh, that's a bar. I'm about to put that on a shirt, something. When you are a good agency nurse, see, facilities are not used to seeing good agency nurses. There's a real big stigmatism around agency nurses, that they're lazy, that they're just there for the money, that they don't care. And for the most part, they're right. For the most part. But when you're an agency nurse like me, and you're about your money, you about your paper, but you care about your work at the same time, see, that's rare. It's very rare that you see that. And automatically, they want you to come on the team. The problem is the pay ain't the same. And that's what I've been trying to, that's the message I've been trying to get out to these long-term care facilities. Like, y'all have to start competing, bruh. Good nurses, if you are a good LPN, if you are a good long-term care nurse, you can be a good long-term care nurse anywhere. Point blank, period. And nurses like myself know that. It has to make sense. Now, I've showed you my worth. You feel me? Like, I'm there. I don't call off. Nothing like that. I do what I'm supposed to do. My residence is straight. Oh, man, I got to tell y'all. I'm going to say that for another live, but I got to tell y'all a story about what happened. I'm going to tell y'all tomorrow night about what happened 2 nights ago. Lord have mercy. It was some ratchet mess. Lord. Okay. But anyway, you got to know your worth, though. Like, real talk. You have to know your worth. You have to know your worth. And this is why you get good at what you do. And this is why you don't get comfortable. And this is why it's always good to have the power of walking away. Because if you can walk away, nobody can BS you. You feel me? You keep your nose clean. You stay out of other people's business. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do. And then you obtain that power to walk away. Is priceless, because ain't nobody finna play with you. Like I said, I would love to stay there during the remainder while I'm in school. I would love to. But it has to make sense. It has to make sense at the end of the day. I would absolutely love to stay there. But not for pennies. No. Absolutely not. You follow the money. Shout out to my mentor B. You follow the money. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the negatives outweigh the positive, and I have no problem going back to the trenches. I know how to protect my license. I have no problem going back to the trenches. I don't. I really don't. And getting my money. But you just always have to be prepared to negotiate, because like I said, if you good enough, they'll negotiate. Sometimes it'll go through, sometimes it won't though. And I know at this time a lot of facilities don't care. But my name, and I'm not even trying to brag, but my name is so good around there. I would be very surprised if they didn't either keep my contract going or give me what I wanted. Because for me to go full time, well, it would be like a weekend warrior. For me to do that, I need 45. And I know they staff RNs not making that. So they probably won't give me that. But I'm not taking no less than 45. Point blank period. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I love it there. Which I don't think they're going to cancel my contract. I think they're trying to get me to hurry up and apply. No, I'm not doing that. No. Why would I do that? You cancel my contract first. Cancel the contract first. But then they know that. But see, they know they're not going to cancel the contract. They're not going to cancel. My recruiter would have called me by now. If he heard anything about them canceling, he would have called me, because that's just what he do. That's what he gets paid to do. And if anything, right, they want to ask me to extend another 8 weeks because here's the thing. This is what they're doing. They're getting all the per diem agency people out of there. What they really want to do is they want to have contracted agency. Let me see, make sure that thing ain't falling. Do it look like the camera looking crazy? Yeah, hold on. Yeah. What they really want to do is have contracted agency up in there, like myself. So that way, people will have more of an incentive to come in and not just call off and walk out and all that kind of stuff because you're on a contract. The problem is with me, and I'm not trying to brag, but they found a diamond in the rough. They really did. They found a diamond in the rough. And they're like, oh no, we want this dude. How can we get this dude? Listen, but here's the thing. This is why you cannot get caught up emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I know, sometimes some employees get caught up emotionally in their gigs. You can't. You cannot get caught up emotionally in these jobs because they can end at any moment. Especially if you're on a contract. You have to understand that. My bad, y'all, again. Y'all have to understand that. I'm trying to get this straight. Alright. They could end at any moment. Y'all have to understand that. And that's why I don't get caught up. I know tonight, because I go in tonight at 10. Tonight could be my last night. That contract could be canceled like that. It is what it is. That's just a part of contract nursing. Like, a lot of people be hurt, all that kind of stuff. Like, no, it's just part of the game. It's part of the game. But yeah, man. I just like I said, I really love the place. I do. I like it a lot. I like it because it'll be very comfortable for me during school. I know that place like that, and it'll be very comfortable for me during school. People think I'm staff because they have me training people and all that kind of stuff, and it is what it is. I do know the place, but we just not going for the nonsense. That's all. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just, it's not for the weak. Long-term care is not for the weak because it's a lot of things that you do have to deal with when it comes to long-term care nursing. Let me see, maybe that'll help. There's a lot of things that you got to deal with when it comes to long-term care nursing, y'all. You got to deal with people calling in. You got to deal with people's attitudes. You got to deal with people walking off shifts. Yes, that happens. I'm sure that happens anywhere. But I feel like in long-term care, because in a lot of facilities, it is such a it's small, so it's more intimate. So you have to deal with it directly as a supervisor. You got to deal with people attitudes. You got to deal with people emotions. You got to deal with people threatening to walk out. And let me tell you something. When people threaten to leave, bye. What you want me to do? I've never had that happen. I've never had somebody come up to me and say, hey, I'm leaving. I'm walking out. I've never had that happen to me. I've never had a Cena, say, because I'm not saying that it can't, but I know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I know how to talk to the Cenas. And that's the problem with a lot of nurses too, man. And I've noticed that now. I really have noticed that a lot of LPNs and RNs in long-term care, not all, I won't even say most, but a lot of them down talk they Cenas. They really do. Really, they do. And I seen it firsthand, like, bro, like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to the Cena's crazy. Crazy. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too that a lot of people won't tell you. It's a lot of miserable people in long-term care. It really is. Now, I'm sure the same can be said about the hospital and any other place, but I'm just speaking from my experience. It's a lot of miserable people in long-term care. And you really find that out on midnights, how miserable people actually are. You feel me? I might have to cut this out. But anyway, you really find out how miserable people are because they talk about their problems on midnights. You just see what people are going through. You hear what people are going through, and not saying that they miserable just to be miserable. People are going through real life shit, but when you are in such a small space like that, you feel it more. Because when you in a hospital, it's several floors, it's big, you ain't really got to be around the person all day and everything like that. But when you like in a small long-term care unit, you generally see the same people all day every day. You know what I'm saying? So you get to know them, and you just hear like a lot of people are miserable. And that in long-term care, it comes out even more, because on top of the things they going through in their life, they know they getting paid crappy. They know they're not getting paid enough. They're probably getting talked to crazy by management. They're probably getting talked to crazy by other staff. They're probably getting talked to crazy by other patients and everything like that. I mean, I understand, but here's the thing. If you want better, you have to upgrade yourself, number one. Number two, you have to keep your reason in your head, your why. You have to keep your reason why in your head, at the front of your head at all times. That's real talk. Because if you don't, you will find yourself getting lost in the sauce. You will find yourself getting mad. You will find yourself getting upset. You just got to understand, on the days where I don't really want to be there, I'd be like, look, man, I ain't going to be here long. This is a stepping stone. I ain't going to be here long. I'm going to put in this work. I'm going to put in this work and call it a day. But ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. I'm about to get off this live, and I just want to come on and chop it up with y'all real quick. So till next time, I bid y'all adieu. Peace.